Welcome back, trainers, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get a free mythical to level 50 for the Master League if you are trying to compete there, and or if you just want to add another mythical to your arsenal here that is actually going to be pretty good as far as Go Battle League is concerned. You can use this in all three leagues. I personally like using it in the Master League. So with that said, if you do enjoy these types of videos, let's go ahead and go through the process very quickly here. So you're either going to want to switch or download Pokemon Home. I recommend downloading Pokemon Home because it's just that much easier to do and you don't have to connect to your Switch and all that nonsense. So what you're going to do is download Pokemon Home, connect your account and all that good stuff, and then you're going to transfer Pokemon within Pokemongo to Home under account connection, and then you're going to go to Home, and these are the Pokemon that I've transferred. I'm going to show you that process here in just a second. Alright, so this is going to be getting a little bit ahead of myself. I kind of mixed up the process in which we were going to take a look at this, but this is what you're going to do. You're going to go connect to your account, go to devices, go to connect to Home, and then transfer. If you have Pokemon transferred already, you're going to have to clear those out as you just see me do in Home, and then after that, you're going to be able to go into your inventory and you will have a Meltan box. So connect device, right? And then you're going to go straight to Home here and then simply just transfer them after you've connected your account and all that stuff. Now, once you've done that, it is going to give you a Meltan box, and you're going to be able to do this every 3 days. Now, these Meltan do yield you a good amount of XL candy, I'm going to have to say. Personally, I just turn it on and let my Go Plus catch them now because I am sitting well above over 1,000 XL candies and I don't really need to worry about it. But we're going to go through a few things and I'm going to show you a couple of tips here as to what you probably don't want to do. I thought that was just shiny for a second because of the sunset. Alright, so what you don't want to do when you're catching these Meltan is actually quick catch them. I mean, you can do that if you want to, but what's going to happen is they're going to sit there. And it's actually going to be a little annoying. It's not going to screw anything up. The new one will spawn when it does spawn, and they do spawn quite frequently. Now, this is something that you can do just sitting still as well. You don't need to be moving, and they will spawn from the Meltan box at a pretty frequent rate. I do believe it's like every 2 minutes or so or something like that. And again, they will yield you a ton of XL candy. So get this process going here to get yourself a Melmetal. Now, when it comes down to Double Iron Bash, that is going to be a legacy move. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's going to be legacy. And I'm going to show you some battles here. And you're going to probably want to go with Rock Slide, okay? Having a Double Iron Bash on the side is nice. You're going to have to use that Elite TM unless you were around for that event where they did make you pay to get the damn move. It's pretty crazy. And, you know, it has its place. I personally think Rock Slide's just going to be cutting it a little bit better for me, personally. So as you can see here, take a look. We're going to be getting tons of XL candies. It's just rolling in here. Well, I think I keep cutting it out so you don't actually see the cut screen here. We'll let this one roll through here. So a bad catch, 3 XLs. Now, if I use a Silver Pineapple, I'll probably get 4 or 5 maybe sometimes, but they really do start adding up. So make sure you get out there. Well, you don't even need to get out there. Make sure you download it and start opening up your Meltan boxes. Transfer Pokemon into Pokemon Home, and you will get yourself one of the best mythicals for Master League. This is, I wouldn't say an underrated Pokemon, but over time it's kind of been pushed to the side, and this is something that you should still focus on. Now, I do believe we're going to be getting some sort of a Meltan event where the shiny will be coming back. As you can see, I do have shinies. If you're wondering how did I get those, they only activate them during certain times, okay? So don't hope you're going to find a shiny because they actually have to turn that one on. It's pretty crazy. All right, with that said though, here we go. We're going to be pairing it up with Zygarde. We're going to be using my 98. It's going to be a 15, 14, 15. I'm not going with the 100 because I'm going to keep the Double Iron Bash on it as a legacy for my 100. I'm just going to do that. It's fine. This one is going to be Best Buddy equipped, so it's essentially 100 anyways, right? And also we're going to be going with Shadow Mewtwo, which I'm going to have to say went on an absolute Mewtwo rampage with Psystrike. I was just throwing the Psystrikes left and right, left and right, left and right. And it was just destroying things. Times where I thought I should build up the Focus Blast, I just kept throwing Psystrike. And it really put in the work there, as we've seen before. Alright, but with that said though, hopefully you did enjoy that quick little tutorial, or at least just a refresher as to, oh, I should start opening up my Meltan boxes again and start collecting those XL candies. every 3 days because it's definitely worth it. There's no downside to doing this, okay? And I'm going to show you now how good Melmetal is, okay? And kind of the testimony as to Rock Slide's a little bit better. I'm not trying to prove like, oh, you know, Double Iron Badge sucks. No, it's a good move. It has its place, but I just prefer Rock Slide. Third move, always Superpower. Always Superpower. That's what makes it so deadly going up against those Steel types. Because one, you're typically resisting them, depending on what Steel Pokemon move they have. And then you also have a super effective against them too. And it can be spammed very fast with Thunder Shock. So Melmetal, definitely an awesome Pokemon. And if you were not aware, this did originate from Pokemon Go. So Meltan and Melmetal are a Pokemon Go exclusive. They are now in the main series games, but this is where it was birthed. So pretty cool. I remember when it first came out, we thought it was a glitch. The reason why is because Niantic has always screwed up and did all these little glitches and things like that. And Kecleon was coming out around that time, so we thought it was Kecleon sprite messed up. Turns out it was a real thing, okay? So I did have to detract the video, or at least put up the detractor like, oh, okay, I was wrong, okay. But when somebody cries wolf so many times, eventually you just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Not me, to them, right? It's kind of a weird analogy. But anyways, with that said though, let's see what we have going on here. We are going to have a lot of fun, and Melmetal is going to be putting in the work, right? It's great testimony, great video, so you can see exactly why you should get on that. All right, with all that out of the way, let's hop into the commentary here and have a little fun. Had a blast, folks. It's been a minute since I used Melmetal, and I was not disappointed whatsoever. So we are going to be using the same team that we used in our last Master League video, minus the Metagross. We want to still have a Steel type on here, and Melmetal fits the bill. Now, it does have Double Iron Bash, which if you want a Steel move, you can go with that. But if you don't want to use an Elite TM, it also has Flash Cannon to take your opponents by surprise, I suppose, and or Thunderbolt. I suppose you can go with Thunderbolt. I mean, you're going to be hitting those flyers pretty hard still, and then you'll even have water coverage, right? Mostly for Kyogre is what you're going to be thinking about. But with that said, I already said, let's get into the commentary. I just have a lot of stuff to explain to you here because I want to be very clear for the newer people, because a lot of us older vets kind of forget and lose track of the fact that there's a lot of people joining this game. And I see comments whenever I do say that, saying, oh, I highly doubt that there's people actually still joining. Yeah, there is, at a very fast rate. Social media makes it seem like it's dead and dying and people are dropping out. Your friends list where people are not sending gifts, or maybe you're just not getting as many invites as much anymore, or maybe you just don't see as many people in the raids in your area, does not mean that this game is dying. It appears like it, but it's still very much alive, and there's a lot of new people joining all the time, okay? All right. So Yveltal here, we're pretty screwed. Now, the whole time I was using Zygarde, I was thinking, okay, I want to go put Outrage on it. After every game, and after every game I forgot. Or but look at this. Look at this. This is just a testimony here as to how good this son of a gun is. Zygarde. I mean, we bring him down to, look at that. And we're farming them down with Melmetal. Oof, they're in trouble. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's something that's going to kind of screw me up. A Lander is here. All right, so Rock Slide still doing a decent amount. Going to bring in our Mewtwo here. Now, we still have 2 shields, and we can take a Sandsear Storm. And we're going to let that go. They're bringing in their Dialga. Now, I did say we're going to be going with Psy Strike, but we're going Focus Blast. And we're one-shotting hit. Whoa, let's go. They let it go. And we got to the Psy Strike. That's what we needed to do to take the win here. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's right. But you're like, wait a minute, you're Steel type up against the ground. Yeah, I've got 2 shields though. So they're gonna keep lowering my attack here. There was a suspicious weird lag, right when I was about to take this win. That usually happens, and then it will lag when I'm in a winning position. Once they realize it, they're like, okay, I can't win this. And then all of a sudden the game will lag, and then all my Pokemon are fainted. Just know that there is cheating. So anybody who tries to tell you on any sort of neckbeard Reddit post or Discord, Netbeard, Discord, whatever you're in, or just little, I'll keep the name calling to a minimal, idiots are telling you these things, then just ignore it because it is there. We're living in a world with a bunch of dumbasses, okay? There is cheating going on. There are exploits. People can see your team and your moves and make the game lag, okay? Okay, good. I'm glad we got that out of the way and we're all on the same page here. Also, there is an algorithm, 100%, 1000%. All right, so we're up against this Ho-Oh here. This is always a great matchup. Brave Bird, me all day. It doesn't matter. All right, so we're taking them out. And they do have a Palkia, the normal Palkia. What do you call this? Just Palkia? All right, so we're bringing in our Mewtwo. We're shielding up that Aqua Tail because it will do a decent amount of damage. And we're just going to go ahead and spam the hell out of it here with Side Strike. And we get to the next one. Now, they got to their Aqua Tail. We were just winning CMP. You'll win CMP up against everything except for, well, pretty much everything that's meta except for a Blacephalon. If you actually go up against that, you will lose CMP because it actually has 6 more or 7 more attack. I forgot exactly, but that's what it's good for. I just don't have enough XL candies, and yeah. And plus, I don't even have 100, so I'm not even going to think about maxing out my other garbage ones. Bringing in the Melmetal here, we can let all this go. Hitting me with an Iron Head, and unfortunately, we're throwing the superpower here. Wait. No, it's not unfortunate. It's their last Pokemon. I thought they had another one. Never mind. Taking that win, looking good. Excelente. So this team was doing great for me. Okay, I think I went positive every single time. Maybe I went 2-3 once. All right, next game we're met with a Togekiss. That's absolutely horrible. So we're going to immediately swap into our Mewtwo. We don't want to bring in Melmetal quite yet. We don't want them to bring in a Groudon or something like that. I think that's pretty much one of the biggest things we have to fear is Groudon, honestly. That and Giratina, Origin, both of the forms. All right, so we took them out there. Shoot, let's go. All right, go for that Side Strike. All right, looking good. Down they go. We won what we needed to do. We have the alignment with our Melmetal here, and we're great. Now, we'll go. I think we shield this up. Could be a Flamethrower, which will do a decent amount. We'll still be in the yellow. So we're down a shield. They're bringing in their Garchomp, and we're just going to go ahead and throw a superpower here, and then swap into our Zygarde, and really start chunking away with their health with our Dragon Tail. I mean, it's doing a ton. Unfortunately, this one does have Outrage. All Garchomps usually will rock Outrage. Maybe they could go with Dragon Tail, Sand Tomb, and Earth Power. But yeah, they have Mud Shot. They're usually going to go with Outrage. So we're going to throw the Rock Slide here so we can just take them out because that's enough. And I thought they would use their shield there, but they let it go. Maybe they just figured it's over. And then we Thunder Shock down the Togekiss and take the win with a bad lead. Next game, we're met with another Ho-Oh. Again, this is a good lead for us here, considering we do have a Steel type. Now, we do have Rock Slide, which will deal a lot of damage to Ho-Oh, but it's not going to one-shot. Not even a Shadow Ho-Oh will get one-shotted. It'll be pretty close, but not close enough, all right? So we're going to be getting a shield. They're retreating and bringing in a Zacian. Now, this is one of these cases where having double Iron Bash could benefit you here, going up against a Fairy type. But I'm going to have to say the Rock Slide outweighs the double Iron Bash benefit, unfortunately. I don't even think it's unfortunate. There's just more things that are just going to be more beneficial for you to have it to go up against. But, you know, the choice is yours. Go ahead. Personally, I just don't like how weak it is. It's very spammy. It's like a Dragon Claw, essentially, but for Steel. It's a good move, for sure. I'm not dogging it or anything. But yeah, I just prefer Rock Slide in this case. So we get to it up against Ho-Oh. Let's see how much this does here. How much are we going to do? Look at that. There you go. So bringing back the Zygarde. We're playing a shieldless game. They're bringing in the Dialga. I still have all 3 Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and go for Earthquake. Missing a bubble there. That was my own fault, but we still have an excellent. Doing a lot of damage, and they're farming me down. So I'm going to bring in Melmetal because I know they're nervous, and they need to throw immediately here, instead of bringing in our Mewtwo and just getting one-shotted with Roar of Time or something. So we're Psycho Cutting down, and then they back out. We take the win there. We're looking good. Do you see how Melmetal is so amazing? And it's, like I said, it's free. There's nothing you need to do except for invest your time. Just like the Zygarde, okay? Except for Zygarde's way more annoying to get. It's another one of those slow burns, but this one you can just sit on your couch and you don't have to worry about maybe getting a cell, or maybe not. Or am I going to get 1 this time? Or am I going to get 3? Or is that route still there, or did freaking Niantic delete it? Okay, because all the routes that I made are gone. Okay, and the only ones that are left are a bunch of garbage squiggly ones that don't even make any damn sense. It's like, oh, those are safe? Okay, whatever game. This game is just ass backwards, upside down, about to say the forbidden word right there. I was about to say that one. Oh my goodness, he said it. Anyway, now here you get to see, I don't know if they shield this up or not. Rock Slide, how much is this gonna do? Oh, there you go. So it still does a decent amount, but not enough. We cycle cut down the oh no, it's over for them. That's a wrap, folks. Mewtwo Side Strike takes no prisoners like Shadow Frenzy Plant Venusaur. All right. So going for the next one here and then swapping into Zygarde to finish this off. We let it go. Aqua Tail's still not enough. And we're looking good. Still holding on to 2 shields. Next game, we're going to be met with what? Oh, hey, it's the star of the show. Melmetal does not want anything to do. So this is going to be quick. I swap into my Melmetal as they bring in the Dialga. They back out. I'm showing you this because it has nothing. Oh, you backed out? No, it's nothing to do with that. I do the same thing. There's no point. Another Melmetal. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Lugia, I swap into Melmetal. You're screwed. This is your competitive game. So anybody who's like these people out here who are like, this is a highly competitive game. They've either got something wrong with their brain or they're delusional, okay? I would say more nasty things. I'm kind of feeling a little froggy this morning here. But we'll leave it at that. But what are you going to do, really? Okay? Let's see what they can actually do here. All right, so down they go. Still in the yellow. Giratina. All right, that's a pretty good swap in there. Pretty good for my back line. And then they're catching a Rock Slide. Okay. So far, they're doing stuff here that they could potentially pull off a win or trying to recover the situation. They shield up the superpower correctly. Very good. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get it off before take me out before I get it off. Now, what I'm going to do is bring in Mewtwo here because I don't want to go up against Giratina that has energy. But my Zygarde, on the other hand, is going to be easily Dragon Tailing it down with the quick move. So we bring in the Mewtwo. We're just going to go ahead and Side Strike. They swap into the Giratina. I bring back the Zygarde here. And again, I'm asking you, the audience here. I already know. It's okay. Yeah, let me know what you think they could have done. Doesn't matter what you say. There is no winning this. There is no winning this. It doesn't matter how well you play it or the catch or this. They caught. They shielded up correctly. They did that. So they did this and that. There's nothing you can do. I'm just trying to drive it home that this game is not highly competitive. So if you're playing and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Am I bad or so what? No. Now, there does require skill and knowledge, typing and counting and knowing what they're going to throw and potentially catching. But that's all very circumstantial, okay? It is a very much so rock, paper, scissors game, okay? I just want to be the voice of reason out here because there's a lot of delusional idiots who think that this game is a very highly competitive game, and it's really not. Oh, how come you're not a legend then? Because I'm sitting here using all kinds of wacky Pokemon, testing things out for these people to use a solid team after they figured out what is a good thing to use. And they're like, oh, okay, that works. So I'm the test guinea pig out here. I'm not trying to reach legend. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't care. They have to write on that. That is their grift. Mine is not, that's not mine. Anyways, rambling a lot here, huh? Enjoy, because I know a lot of you do that. Enjoy the rambles. So we'll stop that though. We'll get back into the commentary. It's going to be a few people backing out, which just makes perfect sense. They're saving their own time and they know it's over. For the people who stay in, that's perfectly fine too. Give them a fight. Give me a fight, yo. I'm not going down without a fight. I know I'm going to lose, but I'm still going to make you waste your time. That's the spirit. Okay. All right, so we're going to go and build up to the Earthquake here up against this Dialga. Getting a shield, very nice. A little risky going for the next one here. Probably could have, but probably just going to get another shield. Yep, exactly. So we got both shields out of them. We shielded up once. Getting to crunch again, but they're going to be forced to throw here. But we're in a kind of a weird position because we can't farm down with Mewtwo or Melmetal. So I'm going to bring in the Melmetal to just absorb this Draco. Yeah, it's going to hurt quite a bit. We're going to farm up here. We're going to go for Rock Slide so we don't lower our stats. This is going to be enough to take them out here. They're shieldless, and they're bringing in a Kyogre. I'm going to retreat immediately into my Mewtwo. This is not looking too good, and I'm going to have to really pay attention to when I stop that charm. Now, another thing to talk about when it comes to this charm shit is I will pause it, I will stop it right when I need them to, and they will quite literally get in 2 charms. So they sneak one through, and then all of a sudden another charm goes through. This game is so bad. This game is so bad. Okay? So have a little fun in Master League, but don't take it too serious. And just know that people are on easy mode. a lie. They are. There's some people on easy mode. Yep. It does have to be promoted somehow. You can do it too, folks. All right, next game, we're met with a Rayquaza. This is a unconventional one here, a little different. They're going with Flying Quick Move. And instead of spamming Breaking Swipe, looks like they're just going to go for the Big Kahuna, which is going to be Dragon Ascend. Let's see how much it does to Zygarde. One of the hardest hitting moves. Just tickles us. Well, that's more than a tickle, but that's still holding it down. I mean, we're still in the... Well, we were in the yellow. Now we're in the red now. We're getting a shield from Lugia. We are not going to get to the next one, unfortunately. They're farming us down. That's not the best, but it's okay because we do have Melmetal and we did get a shield. They're going to be swapping into Mewtwo and holding on to all that energy on their Lugia. It's going to be a Shadow one, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our own, and we're just going to spam Psy Strike because it's still going to be enough to take them out. And all I need to do is get their shields. They let it go, which is great because Psy Strike up against Lugia is still going to do a decent amount too. Well, unless they go for Aeroblast, which in fact, that's going to work even better. Go ahead and just wipe out my Mewtwo so we can get that over with. Bring back the Melmetal so we can get this battle finished. Still holding on to 2 shields. They back out, we take the win. We see a lot of backouts with the Melmetal. This is why I'm encouraging you to get it going here right now and get yourself a good one. If you already have some Melmetals, maybe just continue to do it till you get a 100. I mean, there's no harm in that, right? And if you're thinking, I'll just wait until the shiny comes out. I mean, okay, you can collect the XL candies now so you're more ready for when this event does happen. And yeah, you can go ahead and grind for your XLs then too, or your shinies. I'm just, it's always good to be the prepared one. Anyway, up against Landorus here, always a good matchup with Zygarde. They're retreating and bringing in Lugia. We're going to go ahead and retreat our Zygarde because it still has a decent amount of health in the yellow as well as a little energy there, and bring in the Melmetal, which is going to resist whatever Lugia throws at us. It's very rare that you're going to encounter somebody who actually has Hydro Pump. They're going to probably just be running Aeroblast and Sky Attack, which is the standard move that you want to go with. And Aeroblast still doing a pretty good amount as we are a Steel type. Takes a minute to get there. You do have the chance to raise your attack, but I've only had that happen to me probably like twice. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it never wants to give me that. Chuckled a little bit here. Okay, go ahead and take out my Melmetal. I'm going to Psycho Cut down that Landorus, and now they're really screwed. They've got a Zekrom in the back, which is going to get absolutely obliterated by my Mewtwo here. Getting to the next Psy Strike, we're spamming the hell out of this, you better believe it. And we're going to go ahead and swap into Zygarde here. Now I'm going to shield this up and then just take out the Lugia with a Crunch. And we're looking pretty good. All right. And there you have it, folks. Not over yet. Still have several more battles for you. That's right. We were doing pretty good with this Melmetal team. It was a blast. All right. We're met with a Ho-Oh. Okay. We've seen this one 100 times already. We already know what's up. Now, even if they hit you with 2 Brave Birds, you're still going to be fine. All right. Like, it's going to be close and everything. And technically, even if they take you out by some chance, you can go in there and farm them down because they're going to be so low on their stats. And if they want to swap and lock themselves, then that's their own thing. When they come back, you farm them down. All right, so we're going to get a shield out of them. Sounds good. They're going to retreat with energy, bringing in their Dialga. And of course, we're going to be bringing in Melmetal, star of the show, to handle the situation here. We'll let this go, no problem at all. Roar of Time, doing a good amount of damage, as a matter of fact. Sheesh. All right, we're going to build up to 2 superpowers and beyond, about 2 1/4 there. You kind of want to do that so you're just ready to spam the hell out of them. Really depends on how much energy they do have. If it was kind of an even situation, yes, that's what you go for. And now we'll just spam the hell out of this so we can win the swap here. And wow, looking great. We have no health. That's exactly what you would want to happen, so they can't farm you up. And they're bringing in their own Zygarde. Okay. Now we have a little bit of an issue here. Yeah, this is not looking good. At least we just lowered their defense. Okay, we'll let this Crunch go. Still holding on to our shields. We will get to another one. This will do a decent amount. And I'm going to want to probably swap immediately after this here into my Mewtwo and start building up this energy. They're going to get to a Crunch. Oh, we get to the Psy Strike. Never mind, never mind. Let's go Mewtwo with 2 shields at the end. Yeah, that's a wrap. And obviously we just shield this up here. Get to the next Psy Strike and take that win with our Mewtwo. And Melmetal and Zygarde putting in the work as well. And yeah, there is no one particular Pokemon that was better than the other. They're all playing their position here. Mewtwo's just spamming the hell out of them, hitting hard. Melmetal is shutting them down and taking control of certain situations. It's great. All right, so we are up against a Palkia. I like this matchup too. Now, they could go for Spatial Rend. It's going to not KO. It's going to do a lot. They're going to win the matchup here. That's fine. So what we're going to do at this point is Psycho Cut them down. What really pisses me off, because it got to a freaking Aqua Tail and now I'm wasting a shield. I'm not letting that go. They bring in Dialga. I get to the Focus Blast, but we're going to go for the Side Strike. Let's see if they let it go. Shield it up. Hey, and swap into Melmetal. Now we're even. And they have a Zacian in the back, or Xerneas. So at this point, again, double Iron Bash would be better for you. For sure. For sure. And it wouldn't be so bad to run it without Rock Slide. It's not like, well, what's the massive benefit? For real, for real. Lugia, Yveltal, what else? Maybe some ice types, but then the steel's good for them. So, yeah, it's just preference. I've been doing it for a while with Rock Slide. I just prefer it this way. Maybe I should run double Iron Bash so you can just see the difference. But then again, if I do, I can guarantee you I'm not going to get the matchups that I want, and it's just going to look bad, you know. But anyways, there's your Melmetal, folks. If you can give this video a thumbs up, pretty good. Definitely get it. Start it now. Thank you for watching, and take care.